Hey everyone, Kirk Williamson with Cape Photo Tours. Today we're going to be talking about the Fuji X-T30 and the little 23 f2. What a great little combination this is for right out of the bag, street shooting, or just off with the family. It's a great little camera. Best thing about it is you can put a grip on it. Makes you can grab a hold of it. It's got an Arca Swiss type plate on the bottom, and it's got a little the quarter 20 screw here. Screw thread is right underneath the lens, so it works pretty well working with a tripod too, although I don't think I've ever used it on a tripod unless it was used for video. This is my backup camera. I keep this camera in my case at all times, and honestly, it's the same sensor as the X-T3, so there's no reason why I wouldn't want to use it in case something went wrong with the X-T3, which so far hasn't happened, but it's a great little camera to shoot video with as well. I do that quite often. And I know that Andy Mumford does the same thing. He uses his X-T30 for video, although he might have an X-T40 and uses that for video now. I like to pull this camera out of the bag when I'm off with the family and I don't have time to grab a tripod and a bigger camera like the X-T3 and the 16-80, which is my favorite setup to carry around. So I'll quite often I'll grab this because it's great for quick shooting. It's easy to use. It's really lightweight. It's pretty awesome for that. And you know, the cost is really not that bad. I mean, it's probably around the same cost of X100V. It's about $13.50, somewhere in that range. $8.99 for the body and about $4.50, about $4.50 for the lens. And you can find this rig right here used for about $1,000, $1,100, somewhere in that range. So it's very, very affordable depending on what type of shooting you're doing and what your budget is. Now, this video is all about what I did with this camera when I was off location shooting with my wife. And of course, we weren't doing any great photography, but we were looking for great locations. And it's usually at the wrong time of day when I go with my wife. So my little backup was in the back of the camera bag. So I'll tell you what happened is that she wanted to go to a fabric store because she's a quilter. We wanted to go to a fabric store in Portsmouth. And what I was able to do is just dive into the trunk, pull this right out, because believe it or not, this fabric store was really colorful. Holy mackerel. Boy, the colors at this place were outstanding. And I'll tell you, this little camera with the 23 did a great job, as you'll see. And near the end, I've got a great shot of a spiral staircase that I made. Hit the quick menu, went right to my Tri-X recipe, and boy, what a great image it is. I think it's awesome. So as you can see, this place was really colorful. The ISOs in here range from 250 to 3200, and my shutter speeds were somewhere between 140 and 130th of a second. And I only used 2 f-stops. I used f2 and 5.6, and actually most of them are at 5.6. You know, I was just trying to find interesting compositions and trying to maneuver the colors a little bit so they made interesting compositions. And some of the quilts in here were pretty amazing. It was fun walking around the place trying to find different compositions, and I really had a great time. My wife was just trying to find her quilting stuff, and I was just roaming around looking for bright colors and different compositions. The next shot up here is of some spools of thread, and I really wasn't quite sure what the heck they were, or actually these look like buttons actually, but it was kind of fun taking pictures of some of the stuff that was in here. I was having a great time changing up my f-stops between 5.6 and 2.0 just to see what kind of depth of field I was going to get. And you can see in some of them I've got some nice out of focus background, some of them I don't. And I think that it really worked out pretty well. This little camera combination of the X-T30 and the 23 f2 really worked out well. I had a great time using it. It's so small and light. I just sling it over my shoulder, and it's great. Boy, look at these 2 quilts here put together. Amazing color combinations. I had no idea that people made quilts like this. I thought they were kind of old school, but you can see how bright the colors are. And you know, when I walked into this place, I was amazed. I just stood there in the door and went, wow, this place is cool. I can't believe this. So it was just great walking around looking for different combinations of colors and the way the fabrics were stacked up. And I got some interesting stuff that I thought was, I think these are kind of cool. It's nothing great, but boy, it was a lot of fun and something you wouldn't normally be doing. I would not normally have gone into this place unless my wife hadn't gone in here before me. This next shot coming up, I really like this one. I saved it for last because I really like it. See, it's a short depth of field shot, and I think it's kind of interesting the way the colors go together and the lines go into the top. And this next shot is the Tri-X shot that I did. I really enjoy this one. This is one of my favorites. And honestly, I really I like the Tri-X simulation that I have on the X-T30. It's pretty great. So the question of the week is, what camera do you like to pull out of your bag? Something light and small that you can just pull out and take pictures with? So leave that in the comments below. If you like this video, please comment, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course, we'll catch you next time.